Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mustafa Bara, and I will be introducing the Wall magazine with Miss Karima Musbaga. She is a new teacher, by the way, at our school. The main focus of this Wall magazine is writing. You may ask me why writing. I teach human sciences, as most of you do. And one of the challenges that I face is that they don't write anything. They haven't written even one sentence. Then you ask them to write a report. I told myself, why don't I start on writing from the very beginning? That's from the Common Core. And this is what I did. With my Common Core student, we started on the level of the sentence, just write one sentence. Then, on the level of the paragraph, introduce yourself and your family. And the work of the students was documented on this Wall magazine. So, by the end of this project, I invite you to read when I ask students to complete a story. So, I gave them the very beginning of the story, then they were asked to, and you see how the level of the students has developed in the writing activity. Well, this is it about our project. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tawfiq Mdad, and I'm from Al-Majd High School. These are some samples of the productions of my students, and actually the rationale behind this activity was my belief that as teachers of English, we should not limit ourselves or our teaching only to structures, grammar, functions, reading comprehension, the different skills that we all know, but rather we should extend to our teaching to teaching our students how to be good citizens and to instill in them some values that they really need these days. I asked them to pick the scientist that they see as their idol, and do research about that scientist so that they can prepare a poster like this one. They were asked to do that in groups, so they had the chance to of course, use the internet to work together in groups and to come to class and present their poster to their classmates. This, actually has told them a number of things, among which, first, that these people are great not because they were, for example, comedians or they were scientists, because they have left something to humanity. They have had their impact on our history as humans. And secondly, they learned that hard work actually pays off. You have to be patient to succeed. Succeed doesn't come with, it doesn't come overnight. You have to work hard for it. And I can still remember that some students were very emotional when they were presenting their posters. And that's all.
Middle school in Aurel. Okay, besides being a part in the spelling bee competition last year and this year too, and then now we're trying to get an inter-school final, to gather the students, the winners from the 7 schools to get into one final. We are still working on that. Besides this, last year I have tried to make students product, make things. I told them to write short stories, 1 page, go to whom, write anything, don't bother yourself, and don't okay, think about mistakes and so on. Just bring them. I'm going to work with you. Go back and then and so on and so on. Okay, and okay, the final was this small production. Okay, this is I had just got the idea from a teacher who is teaching in primary school. He did the same thing with his students. Okay, trying to write in Arabic. The idea was beautiful. I liked it, and then I tried to make the same with my students. I've chosen 7 brilliant students to go to work on that, and at the final we've got this collection that I have called Let's Write. This is number 1. Maybe this year, if I could do another one, it will be good. Okay, we have the goal of this is that the students in their first year of English, okay, have written a short story, and they get this with them. They go to to high school with a product, okay, that is going to make them more motivated to learn and to product, okay, in the future. And if you want to have a look on this, you can just give it to each other to have an idea on what it is. There are some typing mistakes. This was the first attempt, okay, but I think it was a success.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My participation today is about spinning bee. As you look here, we have some certificates. Students who are given certificates, they like to work, they like to compete with each other. What we did before is that we recycle vocabulary using exercises or something. But I think the idea was grateful, since we have these certificates along with some prizes like books, dictionaries. We gave them, and we plan with our colleagues to next month to organize a kind of final competition in Benchpron. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Fatim Zara from Khalid High School. This year I try to engage more my students both back and Common Core in different activities. So I try at the end of every unit to make them work in groups and make posters or cards, etc. Here, for example, cards. I ask them to write holidays. I encourage them to make handmade cards, okay, and write to the teacher. I asked them to imagine that they were in Cuba or Hawaii. It was fun for them, and they sent from different destinations. For Common Core students, there are different activities. They make pair or group work activities, and they present them in the class, okay? Like top 10 recreations in different countries, so as they know other cultures, not just Moroccan recreations, like in USA or Brazil, etc. And food for their diet, what they eat in breakfast, etc. Some projects for back students. I ask students to set up projects. Just they imagine that they are millionaires, and they set up a charity associations. They give a name, targets, groups, which country. I ask them not to use just Moroccan countries, to have African or Syrian refugees, etc. And I have here some other posters. I didn't have a place. That's all.
afternoon, everybody. My name is Naji. I'm from Sheikh Salim School. As last year.